Alright, hey, what's up, guys? My name is Kurosa Python, and we're back again with another episode of Hoist the Cup. There was actually no tournaments going on during when I made this video, because this is from quite a while back. I have tons of gameplay saved up because, I haven't been doing videos and such. But we're back again. This team is from quite a while back, obviously. I got Messi in there. So I'll just go through the team quickly. I have Taiwo at left back. Center back is Chiellini. Goalie is Stekelenburg. Center back is Thiago Silva, the Milan version, of course. Abate at right back. My CDMs are Van Bommel and Cambiasso. CAMs are Zarate and Rubinho. And center forward is the man of the match, Messi, and Higuain at striker. So yeah, sort of a little hybrid. I mean, I got two leagues in there, of course, but alright team. I mean, I'll talk about them a bit later. Yeah, we're just going in the Advanced Cup today. There's no tournaments, which surprises me. Usually they had something going on, but I went and there was nothing there. I'm like, well, I haven't used Messi in a while, so I thought I'd give him a go. And we come up into the first game here, and he has the pace up front with Ashley Young, Chicharito, and Walcott. The amount of times I've come up against those three, or if they have a Bong Lahore or Sturridge or whatever, but the amount of times I come up against those three is unbelievable. And of course, he has David Luiz. For whatever reason, he has two left mids at center mids, probably for more pace. But as you guys can see, in the 14th minute, Messi slots home away nicely. He kind of just stood off me, kind of like what I did to him right here. As you can see, Michael Essien steps up. Beautiful finesse shot. So it was 1-1 at that point. And he comes down again, fake shot inside. I make a good tackle, but a terrible clearance, and ends up giving it to Gareth Bale. And Gareth Bale, off his weak foot, shoots it off the forehead of Chiellini, and it somehow ends up in my net. So it was 2-1 at halftime. I was kind of worried. First game's supposed to be easy, and I'm kind of messing it up. But as you guys can see, he scored both his shots that he took, and I had a bit more shots, but none of them were going in. So we go into the second half here, and I have a throw-in. Give it to Rubinho, I believe that was, and look at Higuain. Beautiful finesse shot. Guys, Higuain is such a clinical finisher, No one uses him, though, just because he doesn't have enough pace, probably. I don't really mind it, though. He seems to work great for me. In a 4-2-3-1, I like to have that bigger, solid kind of striker. And as you guys can see, I trap it there. And there's actually a thing I want to talk about. Have you guys ever played the game DayZ? If not, I'm sure you've seen videos or something like that. Anyways, it's a survival zombie game where there is no respawns or wherever. If you die, you lose all your stuff and you have to start with nothing again. Now, if you see someone in that game, it's smart, just kill them. Don't be like, hey, you want to be friends, you want to be buddies? No, you just straight up kill them. That is now my theory on FIFA. If I think that guy would tramp it against me, I'm going to tramp it against him. But if I'm playing against a friend or someone else who is actually a good player and doing some skills and stuff like that, then I probably wouldn't tramp it against them. But when I come up against these constant pace teams and that, I have absolutely no remorse for tramping it. So as you guys can see, we won 4-2 in that game. We come up into the second game against Fusion FC here with the Chelsea badge. He's playing a 4-5-1 with Cisse, the transferred QPR man, up top. Ramirez and Cleverly as his cams. For whatever reason, he has Di Maria at right mid. And of course, he has that very, very common David Luiz. Also with Czech instead of Joe Hart. I actually want to ask you guys that. Who do you think's worse playing against, Czech or Joe Hart? Because I've always preferred Joe Hart to play against me. I hate playing against Joe Hart. And, I mean, Czech's good, but just not as good as Joe Hart. And that's just my opinion. I don't know if you guys agree with me. As you can see, I give up a penalty right there. Pretty bad. Nice little chop by him. That's kind of what Taiwo does. He just real tank of a defender, but he's not very smart. Which is another reason why Milan doesn't really use him in real life. He's just such a beast on FIFA, but just not great in real life, which it's kind of funny how that happens with a lot of people in this game. And as you can see, he steps up and might have saved that, but his legs didn't get up high enough, and It's just kind of funny because you see how he runs around doing that stupid celebration, which I just love when people do that. Like, it's so funny because everyone who does that is usually a bad player. So it's just kind of funny. It's like, yeah, celebrate your one goal that you're gonna get, but it doesn't matter to me. As you can see, I right off kickoff run down the field, dribbling with all my Messi with his 97 dribbling, gets the penalty. He takes the penalty and scores it nicely, as you guys can see. So yeah, it was 2-1, and this was still very early on in the game, and I got another goal here. Higuain with that same finesse shot. I can't say enough about him. I just want to talk about Messi for a second. People don't really like him, and it's because they use him in the wrong position. You have to use Messi as a center forward or CAM. And just quick note, guy rage quit. So funny. Like, you run around celebrating like that and you quit. It's just, oh, I love it. But anyways, Messi, you have to use him as center forward camp. A striker needs to have strength, in my opinion. Like, if you want to be an actual FIFA player and not completely depend on pace, then your striker needs to have a bit of strength. Messi, with his 50 strength or whatever he has, is definitely not strong enough to be a striker. But as a center forward or a CAM, he is brilliant. He's right right in front of the defense, I guess, and he just works really, really well. Personally, a 4-1-2-1-2 as a cam or a 4-2-3-1 as I'm using as a center forward, perfect positions for him. And trust me, guys, the results way, way better. I mean, I used Messi as a striker in a different formation. Didn't really like him that much. Used him in this team, and he was brilliant. Like, he scored at least 70% of my goals. Like, he was just really, really good. As you guys can see there, just back to my goal. Beautiful rocket of a shot by Cambiaso. Then he got that weird goal at the post and went off my goalie, and he got it. And then right there, I always pump fake my goalie, right? It kind of messes with the guys. Sometimes they end up chipping it and that. But that time I just accidentally rushed him way too far, and he just put it past me, which doesn't really happen often. But this was probably the hardest game. I mean, he had a lot of pace up front. He had Bent and Sturridge, that classic combo. Sturridge, honestly, probably like one of the best players in the game. Like, he just plays so much better than his rating. So he went down to score a cross. I was losing 3-2. And I went down into the exact same thing with Higuain. As you guys can see, I was celebrating like a dick because he was doing the exact same thing. So we were going into extra time, and in the 105th minute, I scored another sweaty goal, which is actually a pretty nice placed ball. I mean, right between the goalie and the defender, and perfectly weighted to get on the end of that. And I make it 5-3 with Higuain chopping inside and powering it home. So that's how that one ended. We were into the finals. This team was pretty beast. As you guys can see, I had Ben Arfa there. I ended up subbing him in at right wing for whatever reason. And that's another. I didn't really like Zarate. I've heard a lot of great things about him, but I really didn't like him. Like, he's fast and all, but just really, really weak and terrible shooting in my opinion. And in the last game, we come up against this guy, really unique team. This is what I don't like to see usually, but Pato, Ibra, Cavani, and then he's got the link-ups with Boateng and Taiwo. The only thing about his team is Corluka, the right back, is pretty slow for a right back. Like, I know he's under 80 pace for sure. I think he's around 75. And then, of course, Ricardo Carvalho, his other striker, has like 50-something pace, so I knew I had to abuse that. But as you guys can see, Ibra, don't give Ibra that much space because he will do damage. So I was losing 1-0. I was kind of worried. He had a good team. He was playing really strong, and I get really lucky right here. For whatever reason, he didn't try and run back with his defender, and Higuain gets one of the easiest goals of his life. And again, that was pretty fluky for that even going in. And another thing there, I wouldn't consider that a trap goal. I mean, there is no possible way for me to shoot and score from there. So I'd only say, like, I'm just defending myself at this point. I don't even care. You gonna hate me for tramping? Go ahead. But as you guys can see, I've said that like 8 times now. Anyways, Thiago Silva, header, goal, brilliant. And then, who is that? Who gets the goal? I think, Yeah, Higuain. Beautiful little finesse. I am absolutely destroying this guy. The Advanced Cup's pretty easy. I mean, usually when you go into the specialty tournaments that are giving out 5,000 coins or whatever, that's where you come up against great opponents. But really, anyone just goes into the Advanced Cup, so I found it a lot easier. As you guys can see, this guy quit by now, is winning 4-1. So anyways, the video's coming to a close. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. If you're not subscribed, please do so. With that final post right there, but as you guys will see, I end up getting a goal. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed it, leave me a comment, ask me anything. I reply to everything, as long as it's not ridiculous. But anyways, we're coming to a close. Thank you so much for watching. This tournament was pretty easy. Go by Messi. Any final notes? I don't even know. 5-1 was the final score. There's my 1,900 coins. Pretty easy tournament, I'm going to say. I mean, I won each game by quite a margin. Stick Hallenberg getting my man of the match. One last time, thanks for watching, guys, and bye.